way. And I mean, other guys that are kind of recently came out of college, like Adam Krause and those guys kind of that are more closer to my age, I guess, were also really helpful as well. So.
Are you looking forward to next year? Starting from scratch, and here you were forced to kind of pretty quickly find a niche where you could help the team and kind of stay in that lane for the time being. Are you looking forward to next year opening up offensively a little bit more too? Because we've seen you score and put up pretty big points in college.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's the one thing I probably could have done a better job of here is maybe contributing more offensively, and that's kind of what I want to do more. So I think, next year just brings more opportunity for me to do that, and I just got to have a good summer and train hard and come back ready to go.
Do you still view yourself as a penalty killing specialist as well? I mean, you guys held Hershey to 4 for 35 on power play. They're pretty elite.
Yeah, I thought we did a great job in the series, and all through playoffs and the PK, we didn't really give them much. And I think for sure that's a big part of my game. I think is just being just a two-way player. I think I'm very reliable defensively, and I take a lot of pride in that and work hard at it. And then PK is a big part of that.
Gotcha. Personal highlight so far this year? I mean, it's been a short time, but is there a moment that stands out the most to you?
I'd say tough to say that overtime wins are always fun. Sestito's goal, I guess, that was kind of the first goal I was a part of. That kind of stands out as well. So.
Yeah, that was a crazy sequence.
Yeah.
Find him on the 2-on-1, he buries it, and then hits the locker room.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah, that was close. That almost turned the whole series right there.
Yeah.
But plans for the off-season now, kind of a little bit of a different summer for you, right?
Yeah. Past couple summers we were all at school training together, so this is going to be something new. But I'm planning on going home for a little bit, and then I'm going to be spending most of my summer in Minneapolis training. So get an apartment up there and kind of living with a few buddies and training up there. So that should be fun as well.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
What did you find the most difficult transitioning from college to Blueger?
Most difficult, I'd say kind of, it's hard to say because when I came in I wasn't really sure what to expect. Like there's a lot of, wasn't really sure how the game flow was going to be, and like going into my first game I was pretty nervous just because I wasn't really sure like how the pace would be, how physical, what kind of my role would be. So probably just figuring all that stuff out, like identifying what role I could play in on the team and kind of just establishing myself in that role.
Thanks.
Yeah. When you first got here, we talked about sort of everyone that came in on ATOs were sort of wanting to get their feet wet at the end of the season. Now that you've done that, would you say there's anything that you can see sticking out or in your game, maybe a checklist that you've made for yourself coming into next season?
I mean, you just kind of, I don't know if there's a checklist. I mean, as I said, I'd probably like to be more offensive and kind of take more chances almost that way. And I want to play a two-way game and be responsible defensively, but with that I'd like to contribute more offensively for me. But I think the big thing is I have a feel for the game now, and the more I played, the less I thought about playing, so I just kind of reacted and just played without thinking, which is, kind of more relaxed almost. And I think that helps a lot. I'm not worried about what the pace is going to be like or if I'm going to be able to play at this level because I know I can and I've experienced it and I've done it, so that helps a lot.
Okay, and looking at this performance over those, not so many games, but do you feel confident moving forward now, looking at the performance you turned in?
Yeah, for sure. I feel great out there. I felt like I could compete with these guys equally and make plays and obviously be responsible defensively so that the coaches could trust me to put me out there in key situations. So definitely for sure.
Okay.